wait, I'm confused now. So,
Me
do you
too.
still want me to turn?
Thanks. Welcome to the Mid-Ohio Rock Show, everybody. I'm Tommy Barnes, and this is a really special edition we're doing for you today. This is our 50th episode on Rock Show, into our third season right now, and I couldn't think of a better person to ask to do the show with us than our good friend Elliot Lewis. And Elliot has been on the show 3 times now. This will be your 3rd time with us.
300 times have been on the show.
Yeah, I know, it seems like that, doesn't it? No. But we appreciate you coming to the Dead Soul Studios and hanging out with us here at the Bisman Building. It's just a real pleasure to have you here and stuff.
Yeah.
50 episodes of Rock Show, man, seen all around the world. We hope you get an opportunity to check it out. Elliot was, I believe, episode 7 and 25, and now number 50. The lovely lady here next to me is Jami Kinton, and Jami is with the News Journal. And Jami, I tell you, we could talk about that, the Cleveland Indians, the dress rehearsal we were just doing for your commercial you were doing. But thanks a lot for coming on and hanging out with us.
Hey, no problem. I'm really excited to be here. I did a story for you guys not that long ago, and I was a big fan of the episode with Glenwood Boulevard, so I'm a big Mid-Ohio Rock Show fan.
You got an opportunity, actually, not too long ago to interview Elliot when he started his Ohio tour, right?
I did. That was a phone interview, so this is very exciting to get to do this in person here.
Yeah, a new CD. Tell us about it.
Brand new CD, been in the works for a while. Ended up writing a lot of it on the road, as a traveling, as you're well aware, with Hall & Oates. And I actually ended up recording probably a third of it in Australia and New Zealand on the road. Because, you know, there's a lot of dead time traveling, so I had to make the best of it.
And those countries you were in this year, as well as I think when you and I chatted earlier in the summer, you were actually in London for a while with Hall & Oates too, correct?
Yeah, with Daryl. We did a little mini Live from Daryl's House tour there with a couple of great singers.
Jami, you ever seen Live from Daryl's House?
I have. And who's coming up next with that show?
Oh, very good treat, especially for me. Joe Walsh is coming up next. So we're very excited about that. That's an episode definitely to check out.
Joe Walsh probably like a little kid in a candy store when he got a chance to plug the guitar and start playing with you, wasn't he?
He was. It was amazing, you know. I mean, here's a guy who's got an unbelievably long career who, when he plugged in, he looked like a kid again, lit up like a 14-year-old playing, you know. So it was really, really inspiring. And he sounded great. I mean, he played amazingly. He sounded great. He was great sense of humor. I've always loved his playing and his writing, you know, very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. You know, if we haven't mentioned, we're talking about Live from Daryl's House, which started, I guess, probably a couple of years ago. And Elliot, now it's really quite expanded.
Almost 5 years ago.
5 years.
Yeah. It wasn't like fighting to get on the show now, right?
Now it is literally like that. You know, it started all very small, very casually, and it's grown, and now we hear people are literally in line to get on the show. You know, because it's hit other markets too. It started off as an internet show, and then it crossed over to TV. And now cable, now Dish Network and Palladia. So it's really opened up the doors.
And when will that episode air?
It will come out, I believe that Joe Walsh will come out the 15th of this month on the internet show. I'm not sure when it'll be out on TV, you know. Look for it after that.
All the tracks you wrote on the new CD, there's like 4 of them that are instrumental, but I want you to talk about the very first song that you have on there, Determination. Tell me about that.
I'm not sure what I can say about that other than it just, you know, it's something that's sort of in me and I think in all of us, you know, sort of a fighting through things to get to the other side. You know, for me, music has just been a journey, and to keep pushing it forward, it's like, you know, you feel like you have to do some things and push through them. For me, getting music out there has always been sort of my #1 priority. So it's sort of my stubbornness and not quitting and trying to move forward.
Why don't we hear that song right now?
I think it sounds cool. Here's Determination on the Mid-Ohio Rock Show.
know. Yeah, I know. You can't take away the information, cancel all the celebrations, criticize my imagination, but you can't take away my determination. My determination. Gone too far to ever turn back, and time will tell if it's the right track, and stay my course is all that I can do. Ooh, well, I know. Well, I know. You can take away the information, cancel all the celebration, criticize my imagination. You can take away my determination. My determination. Well, I know. You can't take away the information, cancel all the celebrations, criticize my imagination. You can't take away my determination.
Welcome back to the Mid-Ohio Rock Show, folks. That was Determination from Elliot Lewis. Elliot, of course, has been playing with Hall & Oates for a lot of years. We're going to talk about an upcoming tour coming up here real quickly, but Jamie, I don't know if you know this. Elliot is from the East Coast. It's Connecticut, right, Elliot?
I did know that. He told me that on our interview.
Yeah, cool.
So, and I guess you wrote a song that you, I guess, kind of commences from your journey from Connecticut to Ohio.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, definitely inspired by all my trips out here. You know, I have to sort of utilize a lot of different time to write, and actually being in the car has always been a pretty creative place for me to come up with melodies and ideas. And so I was literally just driving back from the last tour here, and this melody just got in my head, and I literally wrote probably most of the whole song in my head. And it's very much a road song, but it's very much inspired by Ohio.
Do you pull over? Like, do you have to get
No, I don't pull over unless I get too caught up in something. But, you know, as you know, the highways are pretty long stretches with not a lot of traffic sometimes. And I have, you know, I have my phone and I can record melodies, and I do often do that, just to get it started and get it, you know, memorized, and then start working on it when I get home.
Nice. That's a great song.
Yeah, let's check it out on the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. Here's Start to Finish with Elliot Lewis.
Heading home another gig, 3 hours of sleep. It's a crazy way to live. 500 miles doesn't seem too far. Sometimes it's lonely, me and my guitar, and I don't mind. It's heavy load down this road. I'm living in start to finish. Can't slow down, gonna head straight for the sun. I'm living in start to finish. Quicker than sound, never gonna walk when I can run. Got all these years, not enough behind. Working all night in a little piece of mind. I'm trying to break through, so I got to keep the pace. Trying to carve out a little time and space, but I don't mind. It's heavy load, but down this road, you know, I'm living in start to finish. I can't slow down, gonna head straight for the sun. Living in start to finish. Quicker than sound, never gonna walk when I can run. I'm living in start to finish. Can't slow down, gonna head straight for the sun. I'm living in start to finish. I'm running down, quicker than sound. Never gonna walk when I can't run.
Hey everybody, I'm Tommy with the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. Joining me, Jami Kinton from the Mansfield News Journal and Elliot Lewis. And I guess, Elliot, we talked a little bit ago about the fact you were in Australia, London, traveling around the world with Daryl or John Oates, Hall & Oates in some form or another, but new tour, I guess, right, Jami?
Yeah, where are you going next?
We are, well, when I get home from here, I'll be doing a couple more of my own solo shows. We'll be, I know we'll have another Live from Daryl's house planned, and then we're out on the road with Hall & Oates for about 2.5 weeks.
Starting in December.
Starting the 1st of December, yeah. We're going to actually be up in my neck of the woods at one of the casinos, and then down Atlantic City. Hopefully things, life is improved down there after the big storm. And then right down south. Take us through some areas we haven't been to in a while. I'm
a big Christmas person, so do you play a lot of Christmas songs when you're in December?
Yeah, we probably will incorporate a couple of the Christmas songs, because we're going to go, I think, right up until the 14th or 15th of December. So it's likely we'll probably, towards the end of it, we'll probably, you know, put a few Christmas songs in.
One of the things that I learned about you in the couple of years we've known each other is that you're a drummer.
Yeah.
Is that a fact? I remember seeing pictures back in the day when you were like 13, 14 years old. It wasn't 5-gallon buckets or anything like that.
That's almost what I started on.
Was it really?
I think my first drum kit was actually magazines.
Nice.
I would set them up as a drum kit. And then had to literally bug my parents for about 2 years before they could get a drum kit to me.
What was it, Reader's Digest?
It was
National
everything.
Geographic,
I think there's some Playboys in there. It was anything. Yeah, I mean, that was, my mom was a classical pianist. So I heard a lot of classical music growing up. But so I was exposed to a lot of music. My older brothers were listening to blues, rock, the British Invasion entirely. So for some reason I gravitated to the drums, started playing when I was, I think, 10 years old. Actually, what happened, they bought my brother a little cheap cardboard drum kit. I mean, you could almost play it, and he played it for about a day and just like put it aside, couldn't be bothered. I picked it up and that was it.
Oh, that's fascinating.
From then on it was just, so I played drums for about 6 years straight.
And a lot of people that have seen you with your solo tour here in Ohio know that you actually play all the instruments. You may be singing and playing a guitar, so it's really unusual to see you play the drums and sing at the same time.
Yeah, it's fun for me. Yeah.
Well, tell us about that, because we've got him hooked up with a song he did off his new CD as well, playing the drums. That's going to be kind of interesting.
Well, when I do records, it's all me playing, and when I'm doing my solo show, I'm using some tracks, but it's all me playing drums and bass. But I don't often get a chance to actually perform on the drums anymore. I certainly play a little bit at sound checks with Hall & Oates and here and there in my home studio. So I love banging it out.
You have to practice a lot?
I don't. I mean, I used to, when I was an active drummer, but now I'm lucky if I get an hour behind a kid.
I think we should give him an opportunity.
I do too.
Yeah, right here in the Dead Soul studio.
All right.
Why don't you set this song up you're going to do for us on the drums, singing at the same time?
The song is called One Life, and it's sort of a remake of an earlier version that I did a few years back. And because my style has sort of changed over the years, it's become a little bit more blues oriented, obviously a lot more guitar focused. Played the drums on this in the studio, so I want to give you an opportunity to see what I do firsthand.
All right, well, here it is on the Mid-Ohio Rock Show.
Looking back, there were so many questions I've always stayed on my mind. Would I go through this life always searching? I didn't know what I'd find. There were times I doubted my feelings. It seems so out of control. But then somehow I knew I would find out if I just let it all go. Let it into my soul. There's one life, one love, one chance to believe. There's one thing I'm sure of. There's one you won't. Nowhere, didn't take long to see. Till everything inside of my life by 1,000 degrees, like a beautiful dream. There's one life, one love, one chance to believe. You know there's one thing I'm sure of. There's one you won't need.
Again, we want to thank Elliot Lewis from the Hall & Oates Band, and of course, Elliot, so many years with the Average White Band, hanging out with us here at the Dead Soul Studios. Elliot, always a pleasure having you here in Ohio.
Likewise.
I hope you have a great tour with the guys.
Thank you.
Wonderful Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Jami, I can't thank you enough for stopping out.
Hey, no problem.
And you're busy with some other stuff. Tell me about this Idol stuff you're doing.
I do. Ohio Idol, it's a vocal competition statewide. Last season was our very first one. But this season is kicking off in June, and you can get more information on ohio-idol.com.
You can also get more information on Elliot Lewis at elliotlewis.com. Ding!
What about this? Where can people pick this up? On your website, I'm assuming?
Absolutely. Right now on my website, elliotlewis.com, on iTunes, of course, and at shows. I'll be out there touring, so definitely available there.
I already have this.
Do you? Good.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
All right.
I have a signed
need a
copy,
copy.
do you?
No. But I'm going to get one.
I'll give you my copy to get signed if you need
All right.
it. Well, once again, folks, we want to thank you for coming and joining us for our 50th episode of the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. I'm Tommy, Elliot Lewis, Jami Kinton. The song you're hearing underneath here is the title track to Enjoy the Ride. Elliot Lewis on the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. See you guys later.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Don't block the guitar with your fingers.
Exactly.
Right? There you go. There you go. That's it.
I'll take care of it. My new CD, buy this.
Exactly. Click. Thanks, Elliot.
Ding. Shh, be very quiet. I'm watching Walk Show.